Hi, welcome to the Mel-Tran Designs podcast. I'm your host, Melissa, also known as Ananzi on Ravelry, and on Plurk and Instagram, I am Mel-Tran Designs. Today is Monday, March 9th, 2015. Welcome back to returning viewers and welcome to new viewers. I hope you enjoy our time together. I missed last week and I apologize for that. It ended up really just not working. I tried, I didn't forget. Anyways, what happened was I've started walking every day in hopes to lose a little bit more weight before I go on my trip next month. And I did it Monday and Tuesday of last week, and I think I have inner ear problems. Like, I get motion sick really easily. I deal with vertigo sometimes, and the cold air got into my inner ear, and I was flat on my back from Wednesday morning at about 1 when I went to bed until Thursday morning at about 10:30. Vertigo hit and there was nothing I could do. Sometimes I can, if I catch it early enough, I can do stuff. I tried all my tricks. It didn't matter. So yeah, that threw me off. I called into work obviously Wednesday night, and then Thursday I tried to be, as normal as possible while functioning on Dramamine. Even though it was the less drowsy kind, I was still totally doped up. And Thursday I went to the doctor to get an x-ray on my hand. I've had this spot right here on my knuckle that has been bothering me. There's a little bump there, and it sends these shooting pains into my hand. And my dad works for some orthopedic surgeons, and so one of them agreed to take a look at me really quick. Nothing wrong in the x-ray. He thinks that there's a tendon that runs right along here, and he thinks that when that bump, he's pretty sure it's what's called a ganglion cyst, which is just kind of a fluid-filled cyst. He thinks that when it gets irritated and inflamed, the tendon that's running over it is what's getting irritated and giving me the pain. And anyway, he gave me a prescription for some topical cream that is for it's an anti-inflammatory with also some pain reliever in it. So anyways, I've been using that for the last few days. It seems to be working. Time will tell, obviously. So yeah, that was Thursday. Okay. So then that's what it is. Sorry, there's a thumbtack right here that my kids put up with a piece of paper, and I thought there was something on my screen. Anyway, so yeah, that was Thursday, totally doped up, craziness. Went to work, and I was okay. Like, the Dramamine had worn off by then. I still wasn't feeling 100%, but I was on drive-through taking orders, so I was okay to just stand there and take orders for the night. So I did that. Then Friday, I took my dad to the airport, and then so I'm here. I drove him over here to the airport and then went over here to the pharmacy because the cream that I got has to be done by an apothecary, a compounding pharmacy, and so I had to go from one side of the valley to the other and then back home and went to the store in between. And anyway, so yeah, lots of stuff. Went to the chiropractor. That was nice because I hadn't been in for 2 weeks. Anyway, so my week was a little weird. Yeah, and then Friday was Cayenne's birthday, and then Saturday, what did we do Saturday? Anansi and I did some running around. Yesterday, we had kind of the family birthday party for Cayenne, and this weekend will be her friend birthday party. Yeah, and that brings us to now. So you can see my hair's wet. I just took a shower. I did my walk today. I was a little bit later getting started, and I actually walked to my friend's house because she had some hockey tickets for me, and then stood there and talked for like half an hour. And then by the time I got home and showered, and now I'm here. So anyway, I do have to work tonight, and Jake just left to go get the kids, so I'm going to try and bust through this really fast so that way I can get on with my day, go blow dry my hair and all that other stuff. So anyway, all right. So that was happenings this week and everything else. Next going on / coming up. Going on, we do have the stranded colorwork knit along that Lisa Fibernymph from the 90% Knitting podcast and I are co-hosting. That is going on through the end of March. You still have time to jump in if you're wanting to participate in that. So get your fingers going and get some color work cast on and join in. We both have finished object threads. Hers has a lot more people than mine because she has a lot more viewers than I do. Anyway, so make sure to check that out. You must be a member of each of our groups in order to enter our things. So our drawings. Yes, as far as coming up, just my trip, obviously, that I talked about before. My trip over to Pittsburgh and Maryland Sheep and Wool that's coming up next month. Well, it's on the last day of next month that I'm flying out, really. It's the first weekend in May, but I can say next month, so I'm going to. So that's coming up. As far as things with the podcast is concerned, like knit-alongs or anything, I won't be hosting any for the rest of the year that I'm planning. I will be jumping in on some and participating in them, and of course posting those on in my group so that you know where to find information on that and all that fun kind of stuff. So there's that. I think that's everything, so let's jump into the knitting. Works in progress, I only have one that, well, I have others like on the needles, but I'm not working on any of them. I'm restricting myself to working on one single project this week, and then this weekend I will be starting a new project that is for the next class that I'll be teaching. So I'll talk about that maybe, I don't know. It's a shawl. I'll talk about it when I actually cast it on and stuff. So anyway, what I've been working on has been my color work sweater. You can see it's quite tall now. I'm almost done with my third pattern repeat. And it says to do it, the chart 3 times, and then to do the sleeves and go up. But when I hold it up to me, it's even like I only have like 4 more rows left, and it's not going to be quite high enough up to my armpits, and so I plan to work into the color chart probably I'm guessing about 8 more rows, which is fine because the length that I want it is also the length of my arms, and you need to end on the same row for your sleeves to join at the yoke as you do on the body. So I'm going to need to add that to the arms anyway, so no big deal. It'll work out fine. The pattern is called Gray Sparrow. The yarn I'm using is Nature Spun Sport by Brown Sheep, the non-superwash, and the colors are Saddle Tan, Coffee Beans, and Red Fox. And I'm doing it on size 4 needles. Well, a 4 and a 3 actually. This is the 4 that I knit with. This is the 3 that's the feeder needle, and these are my Diacraft Darn Pretty interchangeable needles. So anyway, that's coming along nicely. I'm not looking forward to doing the sleeves. I don't really know why, because it's obviously shorter rows. I kind of like the rhythm of the long rows because most of them are knit 3 with one color, knit 1 with the other, 3 1 3 1, and it's just a nice rhythm for all those stitches around. So anyway, I mean it's going to be fine. Obviously the sleeves will be fine, but I like the rhythm of the longer rows, which is kind of weird, but anyway. So there's that. Finished objects, I have 2 of them. I'm wearing the first one. It's my Crazy Stripes tee. Let's see if I can, I moved Quinn's playpen. It's like sideways over here, so I can step back and show you how it turned out. I very much love it. It's a little longer than my shirts usually are, but because of the way because of the way that, you know, the stripes come down and everything, it actually looks good. So I did decide to do, as you can see, one sleeve in each color. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, and I like how it turned out. So anyway, the yarn is Knit Pick Stroll in the blue raspberry or razzleberry, something like that, and the green is sour apple, maybe? Oh, see, I don't remember now. Anyway, they did come back out with them, though. They're the Stroll Brights, and they stopped making them, and I don't know if it was just a marketing gimmick that they took them out of the shop and then started making them again, or that people threw a fit, and because of demand, they brought them back. I have no idea, but either way, they brought them back in the Stroll, and they also have them in a Sport or DK. It might be Stroll Sport or something like that. Anyways, they have 2 weights of them. Anyways, fun colors. Go check them out. The other FO I have is Cayenne's Birthday Elephant. He's right here. This is Elefante by Susan B. Anderson. To be honest, it wasn't my favorite animal pattern that I've knit. I don't really know why. It just, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much for some reason, but the finished object is very, very cute. I put a little braided tail, and Cayenne loves her new elephant. So anyway, that's all that matters, and I don't ever have to make one again, so it doesn't matter if I liked it or not. It wasn't hard. It wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it as much as others. So that's just my own opinion. Nothing against the designer or the pattern or anything, just me. That's all I have to show you. It's amazing how fast things go when you only have one project. I did a little bit of spinning. I didn't bring my drop spindle in here because it wasn't a ton. I'm almost done with the other half of the one pigtail that I showed you, and when I am, I will ply it together with the other half and move along to the next one. So I have been working on that here and there. Yeah, no designing right now. I'm still trying to balance working and knitting and being home and all that. So anyway, I do have a little bit of acquisitions. Not yesterday Sunday, but a week ago Sunday, Instagram became a little spendy for me. Lisa Fiber Nymph put up her minis of the month, and I jumped on that because I have a project that I want to do with all of them. And well, at first when I heard about them, I was like, do I want to? Do I not? Like, I don't usually jump in on stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna regret it if I don't. Even if I just buy this month, I'll regret it if I don't. I know I will. And they're not expensive. And anyways, like I said, I have a project in mind that I want to do with all of them, and so I did buy it. I'm very excited. That hasn't come yet, but that was the first thing, because she put a picture of it on Instagram, like, hey, they're up in the shop, and so I jumped on that. And then my other friend Lisa posted a picture of a crochet spiral scarf that she made out of Wonderland Yarns Cheshire Cat set. The yarn store owner of her local yarn store designed this pattern, and the only way to get the pattern is to order a set of these, a yarn set, and then you get, you know, free pattern with purchase. So I don't know, lucky or unlucky for me, they had Sunday hours, and she was on her way there. And so she took pictures of all of them and texted them to me, and I picked one of the sets, and they mailed them out on Monday from Chicago, and I had them here in Idaho by Wednesday, which is amazing. It's taking everything in me, not, like, I'm not even winding up the yarn. I'm not even allowing myself to wind it up because I have to work on this sweater. So without further ado, this is the set that I got. Here, I'm going to turn down the brightness on my screen. Yeah, that shows it a little bit better. This is, like I said, Wonderland Yarns, Cheshire Cat set. And this is the Cats in the Coffee colorway. And it's actually a Frab Juice fiber yarn. This is just what their sets are. It's, let's see, how many yards? So it's 128 yards per 1 ounce skein. 5 skeins equals 640 yards. 100% superwash merino, and it's a fingering weight, obviously. So there's this kind of mustardy yellow and orange. This is kind of a Merlot color, and then this one's just a little more pink than that. I guess maybe like a dark fuchsia, and then we have a dark brown, and that doesn't always show up very well. But anyways, it's, you know, a gradient idea. The cost is actually really good. It's $35 for this set. And for hand-dyed 640 yards of fingering weight yarn, that's actually really good. So I was okay paying it. That you can get the yarn other places, like Webb's has it, you know, other places, but I specifically wanted the pattern. So even though it wasn't my local yarn shop, I'm glad though also that I got to help keep a local yarn shop, you know, in business a little bit by my $35. Excuse me. I know I'm not a huge crocheter, and any of you who are watching that have known me for a long time are probably like, whoa, she did what now? But it just was too cool of a scarf not to get the set, or yeah, not to get the kit. And what's really cool is that it can be any yarn with any hook, like any amount. You just change colors whenever you run out, and when you're done, you're done. Like, it's really cool how she has it set up. So anyways, I really, really, really want to start it, but I'm not going to until this sweater's done. So that will motivate me. And if you remember the colors in the sweater, the brown, red, and tan, if you notice, I have tan, brown, and these kind of reds. Anyway, I like those colors. What can I say? And I love orange. Like, this was a perfect set. So anyways, there's my enabling. Oh, it was Elemental Yarns was the name of the store, and they have a website and all of that fun stuff. So anyway, that is all I have. It is only 17 minutes, like less than 18 here, and I'm finished. Yay! So I will hopefully see you next week, and yeah, until then, keep knitting. Bye!